Alright, so there's a new Call of Duty game out. I played it. I spent $70 to get the beta, so I played the beta last night, and it's trash. Bro, every single year, it's the same cycle with these Call of Duty games. I'm not sure when I'll ever learn. I really thought that this year would be a different scenario and I would actually buy this game, play the beta, and I would love it because all those COD YouTubers on Twitch streamers were talking about how this is the game that's gonna revitalize COD and COD is back. Listen, COD has been dead for like 8 years now, if I'm being real. I don't want to say dead, not Warzone. You know, Warzone was a vibe back in 2019 and 2020, right? But the multiplayer for COD, I'm sorry, has been trash for a very long time. Now, of course, people still play COD multiplayer because it's COD. You know, it's always going to be a very successful game because it's Call of Duty, right? But if I'm being real, guys, the golden age for Call of Duty has definitely died off. And Modern Warfare 3 was my last straw. It was my 13th reason. I really just don't understand. Can somebody please tell me how Activision was able to get away with making the exact same Call of Duty game 3 years in a row? Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare 2, and now Modern Warfare 3 are the exact same game with some minor changes, some movement changes, reskinned weapons, different maps. Well, in this game, they got even lazier because they just brought back Modern Warfare 2 maps, the original Modern Warfare 2 maps that dropped 12, 13 years ago. They just said that creating new maps was going to be way too much effort, way too much brain power. They just brought back original maps, which is a terrible decision because Modern Warfare 2, which dropped 13 years ago, had much different movement. It was a much slower game. Players were not nearly as good. You are bringing back those maps in 2023 when every single COD player right now snorts cocaine. Everybody is jumping around the map like a fucking crackhead. Everybody is snorting G Fuel and drinking Monster Energy drinks to play COD right now. Those maps do not play well in this game. It's a different environment. I'm not sure why Activision didn't think about that, but yeah. I'm very disappointed in myself for actually going ahead and buying this game because every single year I tell myself, you know what, this game is going to be the exact same thing. Call of Duty never delivers for me anymore. I enjoyed Modern Warfare 2019 a little bit. Warzone was also a vibe. But if I'm being real again, guys, Call of Duty multiplayer just hasn't been a vibe for a very, very long time. You know, I grew up, and I always say this, but I grew up playing Black Ops 2, you know, Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, you know, I grew up in that era of COD when multiplayer was actually a vibe. No, bro, I don't know what these kids be playing or what these kids be enjoying, but this game was not fun. And there's several reasons for that, right? As I just said, this is the exact same game as every single COD game that dropped in the past 3-4 years. Like, it's the same thing. If you didn't like those games, you're not going to fuck with this one. Do not buy it. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to like it. Don't waste your money. Please do not waste your money like I did. But also, guys, why the fuck is everybody so sweaty? Why is everybody trying to be the best COD player of all time? I understand that skill-based matchmaking is a real thing in COD, but skill-based matchmaking has really just ruined this game for me because it's no longer a fun, casual game. I feel like I have to sweat. And look, I've been saying this for a very long time, you know? And there's going to be somebody commenting on this video right now who's going to be saying like, yo, skill-based matchmaking is not really real. You just suck at the game. I don't even want to give any attention to that person because if you have a brain and you have like common sense, you would know how skill-based matchmaking works, and you would know that skill-based matchmaking has nothing to do with your skill and how trash you are. Like, if you are a good player, guys, you are going to feel skill-based matchmaking more. If you are a terrible player, it's not going to bother you as much. So if you are somebody right now, stop yourself before you comment shit, because if you think that skill-based matchmaking is not an issue, then buddy, you're just not good enough to experience it. And that's really all it is. I'm dead serious. That's really all it is. So before you expose yourself and expose how shitty you are in any multiplayer game, do not comment on skill-based matchmaking before you understand what the fuck skill-based matchmaking is. But I digress. I'm really pissed because, guys, I grew up playing Call of Duty games and I could really force myself to fuck with this game. Like, I could force myself to really enjoy this game if I wanted to. I really could. You know, I could tell myself, you know what, this is just what COD is in 2023. Let me just adapt and adjust and play and get better and really, you know, become really top tier in this game. But I just really don't want to. I really don't care to, because I feel like the lack of effort from the devs on this game is crazy to see. Comparing this game to Modern Warfare 2, which dropped last year, they literally have the exact same user interface. I think even the music is the same. I don't know, it sounds very similar. The interface is the same, the HUD is basically the same. Even the fonts that they use look the same. It doesn't feel like it's a new game, yet it costs $70 on Steam. What are we selling here? On top of that, you recycle maps from 12 years ago. I understand that Call of Duty is a very successful franchise, and it still is, and they need to make a profit, right? Every single game, every single AAA game needs to make a profit. I understand that. But at some point, we need to hold these companies accountable for all of this bullshit, because y'all are not putting any effort into this. Like, this is the same game. This is the same game, bro. How are y'all dropping the exact same game with some movement changes, reskinned weapons, a couple of UI changes here and there, and packaging this shit as a brand new game for $70? I just don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me, and I'm not gonna support it, right? No, I might still play COD from time to time, so you guys might see COD gameplay, because every now and then I feel like, you know what, I'm feeling to play COD. Even though that this COD is not going to be a game I play all the time, now and then, you know, I just kind of feel a little depressed, and when I'm depressed, Call of Duty calls to me, right? So I'll still play it, you know, I'll still play it and stuff and enjoy it from time to time, but I'm just saying, if you haven't enjoyed the past couple of Call of Duty games, this one is no different. Activision, what the fuck y'all doing? Like, y'all need to have some kind of meeting, because this is not it. This is not working for me. Like, this shit needs to be revamped. Y'all are making the same shit over and over and over again, and at this point, it's kind of getting annoying. Like, it's annoying. It's annoying after a certain period of time. And also, guys, the COD content creators who fooled me into buying this game, you know, because I watch a lot of Call of Duty gameplay even though I don't play it, and I actually fuck with a lot of COD content creators, but y'all were lying to me. Y'all lied, because this isn't anything we haven't seen before. It's not anything new. Y'all were acting as if this game was gonna be the revamp for COD, and Call of Duty is finally back because y'all could slide. Really and truly, guys, the content creators were happy because they could slide. They were happy because they added a slide in the game and they had movement. Yes, we love movement. You know, I love movement and I appreciate the slide. But a slide doesn't save a game. A slide doesn't make a game suddenly amazing. A slide doesn't save a franchise. It's still the same fucking game, alright? But I digress. What do you guys think about this COD? Leave your thoughts down below.